Hello and a very warm welcome to yet another fascinating edition of the program CAC Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. My name is Rashid Mahi. Coming up, RG commends executive staff as she bows out of service. A flashback to the 2025 Customer Service Week celebration. Plus, focus on company voluntary arrangement. We will be right back.
Starting a business can be exciting, but it often comes with a mountain of paperwork and significant bureaucracy. But wait, there is an easier and better way. Introducing the new and highly improved CAC's Company Registration Portal, your AI-powered solution to effortlessly register your company and get started on your entrepreneurial and business journey. Thanks to the visionary leadership of Hussaini Ishaq Magaji, SAN, the Registrar General CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, your entrepreneurial and business journey will now be faster, smarter, and hassle-free. With our intelligent AI platform, your business registration journey has become easier. During this first phase of our three-phase deployment of AI, the AI CRP expedites your name availability process, as well as the company registration itself. The AI guides you step by step, ensuring everything is done correctly, with real-time error checking and name suggestions, making it cost-effective for you to achieve name availability and instant registration. Join the future of business registration. Visit www.pre.cac.gov.ng today. Welcome back.
Let's begin. The Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussaini Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, fellow Chartered Institute of Secretaries and Administrators, has applauded the outgoing Deputy Director of Human Resources Department, Hadiza Katagun Tanja, for her meritorious service. Hussaini Ishaq Magaji was speaking at a send-off ceremony organized in her honor in Abuja. Ishaq Magaji said the celebrants' warmth and amiable disposition were worthy of applause and emulation by all staff of the Commission. Represented by the Director of the Customer Service Department, Julius Dema Anga, the CAC boss further described her as a true friend and an ever-smiling personality who builds strong relationships across departments and units of the Commission. He therefore wished her a happy and successful retirement life as she bid farewell to the Commission.
Has a good and positive disposition all the time. This plan, you go to her office, you sit down, and you are relaxed, you know. One thing you don't know is we eat cake together. And she also took me to one place to buy cake, you know. So these are all the things I'm going to miss. But on the more serious note, I want to thank you for your service to the Commission. I want to thank you for the professionalism, your dedication to duty. I want to pray that as you move to do other things in your retirement, you use the same dedication and professionalism in whatever you want to do. We pray for good health, long life, prosperity, and most important, peace of mind and body. Adiza, we will miss you, but we wish you all the best, and may Allah continue to be and protect you. Amen.
Speaking earlier, the Director of Human Resources Department, Olamide Olayemi Oyeniyi, described the celebrant as a mother to many, hardworking, dedicated, resourceful, and deeply respectful.
We are gathered together to celebrate and to honor our dear sister, a gentle soul, a humble soul. It's actually difficult to say, to be that farewell, but we just have to. As the nation has made it mandatory that when you are 60, you retire, you forge ahead, you retire and you refire. So today we are here to celebrate and bid farewell to a special, humble and beautiful woman, a colleague, and a friend. As I said, it is not easy to say goodbye. You have contributed so much to HR department and touched lives in the Commission with your kindness, your dedication.
She noted that the celebrant's commitment to duty and humility left an indelible mark on the department and the commission at large, which was echoed by several speakers at the event. Responding, the emotion-laden and overwhelmed celebrant expressed heartfelt appreciation to the management and staff of the commission, family and well-wishers for their show of love and support.
So all judges we wish you well, we wish you joy. I know your suitcase is already packed for globe trotting. I wish you all the joy you can find. Madam has already said you retire to refire or something like that. Now it means a lot to her. I can see her, she's been looking forward to this day anyway. So all the best, Ajay. Peace, joy and good health.
I find it very difficult to talk about Ajay Adiza today because I found a good soul in Ajay Adiza. I remember that even though I'm from the other part of Nigeria, Ajay Adiza has been very accommodating. Indeed. My journey in the commission cannot be complete without mentioning Ajay Adiza. He assisted me when my times were very difficult for me here in the commission, and I was almost losing my job just because I went to study law. And he assisted me. I'm an evil man, but I'll keep remembering. Lesson Kamikidali.
You are not only beautiful from the outside, you are also beautiful from the inside. Everybody that interacts with you knows that the app is work for everybody. For the times we interacted, we came to the commission almost at the same time. I started on the 1st of June, you started on 17. So I'm just 17 days older than you. And so as you go forward, God will lift you up. You open doors that put there, the commission will not open for you. You will achieve better, and he will keep you in good health. And you enjoy your old age with your children, grandchildren and grandchildren. That is what I promise by God. So enjoy yourself in your time.
We've not found a replacement, and it will be difficult to find a replacement for Ajay in the committee we have served. She served many years, and I'm just trying to learn from her, and she's going now. And I've been cracking my brain and saying, all this while, she has not hinted me who in the commission can replace her in that assignment.
That she's a woman with a golden heart. Golden heart. If you have issue, go and meet her. She will always find a solution to that issue. Most times when I have one challenge or the other, I will call her and say, Ajay, I know you are the one that can give me solution to this.
Okay.
Very lovely person. We are going to miss her. Very intelligent. She can write very well. Very intelligent. Ajay, we are going to miss you.
Several gifts were presented to the celebrant, and a group photo session also featured to capture the warmth and camaraderie of the occasion. CSA Weekly reports that internship staff also joined in the celebration, sharing glowing tributes and commendations for Hadiza Katagun Tanja's mentorship and kindness during their stay at the commission.
Well, yeah, this is just a token of our love. The presence of God will go with you as you go forth into the world, and His blessings will overshadow you. Everything that you desire, God will provide to you beyond your expectation by special grace. So on behalf of Human Resource Department, please accept this our token of love. It's so small compared to what you have already impacted in that department. But please.
Hadiza Katagun Tanja, who joined the services of the commission on 18th June 2001, formally exited on 16th October 2025 after clocking the mandatory retirement age of 60. We say congratulations to Hadiza Katagun Tanja and wish her a fruitful retirement life. And now moving on to celebrating the customer. You may recall that the CAC recently joined the global celebration to mark the 2025 Customer Service Week, tagged Mission Possible. The Customer Service Week is an annual global event to appreciate frontline workers and dedicated staff who exceeded customer service expectations. To commemorate the week, the CAC opened its doors to all customers around the 37 state offices across the country to entertain complaints and provide instant resolve to customer challenges. As a climax of the week, the RG Hussein Ishaq Magaji Senior Advocate of Nigeria rewarded 60 hard-working staff, 1 other staff, and 2 outsourced staff across its 37 offices in the Federation with gifts and cash in commemoration of the 2025 Customer Service Week. Let's now take a look at the sights and sounds of the celebration from Kaduna Zonal Office and FCT Zone 5 Office. We say well done to the CAC for that beautiful celebration. And it's now time to cross over to our interview segment to discuss company voluntary arrangement. To do justice to the topic is Justin Nida Birao, Special Advisor to the Registrar General. Sit back, relax, and enjoy watching.
Mr. Ndia Justin Birao, SA to the RG. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you for having me on water.
Okay. Before I go into this company voluntary arrangement, then company, insolvency practitioners and practice, is the commission not paying that companies that are supposed to make money from, the economy is forcing them to wind up? Is that not a source of concern?
Well, it's a source of concern to everybody. Okay, but what we also note is that liquidation or winding up could arise at 2 levels. There are some that are forced to be wound up. There are others that go voluntary. So at any point in time, there is what we call voluntary winding up and compulsory winding up.
Okay. And what I ask is this: the commission has always been advocating ease of doing business, and they've been doing some kind of free registration for companies. They've also been coming up with so much mechanism to make sure that companies are up and running at their own regulatory level. Don't you feel disappointed that policies of government are forcing companies to line up?
Well, we don't have the statistics actually to support the position that it's government policies that account for most business failures. But we recognize that in any economies, business could always fail for various reasons.
Okay. So let's go to the topic of the day itself, which is a company voluntary arrangement. What is it all about, and what is the thinking behind it?
Well, company voluntary arrangement basically is what is considered to be a company-initiated process, which means that it's not creditor-induced.
Okay.
Yes. And what it tries to do actually is that as soon as people that are managing the company realizes that there is an inability to pay or service debt as and when due, then that process can be initiated to avoid conflict with creditors in the future.
At what point does a company realize that it has to initiate this voluntary arrangement to avoid embarrassment or takeover of their company by creditors?
Well, the recommendation usually is that when the company realizes that it is not able to pay its debt as and when due, then it is advisable that it should explore the window of company voluntary arrangement. In a more technical term, it's called technical insolvency.
Okay, technical insolvency.
Yes.
Okay. Is it advisable for all companies to take loan? Because most times the servicing of the loan that brings problem.
Well, ordinarily, that wouldn't be the case, because if we are talking of sources of capital, for instance, for a company, and you do your analysis properly, there are times when even taking the loan will be cheaper than raising the capital from the shareholders.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is nothing wrong in actually taking loan to finance a business.
Okay.
Yes.
But does everything wrong with you not servicing the debt or not paying back?
The challenge usually is that those debts have to be paid.
Okay. So what is the difference between the company voluntary arrangement and the insolvency itself?
Well, what we want people to understand here is that the company voluntary arrangement is just one of insolvency mechanisms that have been brought in under KAMA 2020.
Okay.
Like we observe now, there is company voluntary arrangement, there is what we call company administration, and there is what we call netting. So these were the three principal insolvency processes that were introduced by KAMA 2020. Yes.
Okay, so let's say we are going to speak to a layman out there. So we would say the company voluntary arrangement is the beginning of the journey. Insolvency is when the journey has scaled.
No, not really. It just provides options.
Okay.
Depending on the situations where the company find itself.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a smart way to wriggle yourself out of embarrassment.
That is what we should recommend. Actually, that yes, in businesses, loan capital is a recognized form of financing a business, and we also recognize that along the line, problems could arise as to how these payments are made. But the most fundamental thing is that when the company recognizes that it has a challenge of paying its debt, then there is nothing wrong to actually initiate the process of company voluntary arrangement, because that one will save you from the possibility of liquidation in the future.
Okay, so take us through the journey of the company voluntary arrangement.
Well, it usually begins with the realization that there is a challenge in servicing debts of the company as and when due. So when the managers or administrators of the company find itself in that position, what it's usually required to do is to prepare what is called proposal for voluntary arrangement. And in that proposal, what you are required to do is actually to provide what you think is the best way for the company to service its debt over time, usually for a period of 1 year. And if you prepare that proposal for repayment of debt and is accepted by your creditors, then you could have actually invoked what is called company voluntary arrangement.
How much time does this take from start to finish?
Usually it is recommended that company voluntary arrangement should be for a period of 1 year. Okay, so if there is need for an extension, it can always be agreed upon between the creditors and the company.
How many companies have, done this and succeeded from the commission records?
Well, I think to the best of my recollection, I think maybe 3.
Okay, so far.
3.
Okay.
Those ones have not even completed the process.
Is this within the time frame of 1 year, or they have exceeded the 1 year?
No, we say that there is always room for extension. Yes.
What are some of the challenges that come with this journey?
Well, the challenges we have identified is like for all other insolvency practices, there's the fear of stigmatization. That once you approach your creditors and say, okay, let's enter into an agreement on how I would repay my business loan, it's like you have admitted to being bankrupt. And most people would like to avoid those type of situations.
All right. Mr. Mbia Justin Bear, always a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome back from that interview segment, and it has been a delight talking with Justin Media Viral. Now take a look at this message on the importance of the PSC filing straight from the Registrar General's desk.
Did you know that it is now mandatory by law for companies to declare all persons with significant control of ownership of company to the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC)? Listen to the Registrar General of the CAC.
By the extant regulation in Nigeria, the identity of the person behind any company must be disclosed.
By virtue of Section 119 and 791 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act of 2020 and the Person with Significant Control Regulations of 2022, the law aims to enhance transparency in corporate ownership across Nigeria.
Any person or any individual with ultimate power or with 5% interest holding must disclose his identity.
Under this law, any company that fails to disclose the beneficial owner of its company or the ultimate person in the company who has influence either directly or indirectly, or the person with 5% shareholding and above or voting rights, may face serious consequences.
The law required that any person who assumed that position must disclose that position to that company within 7 days, and the company must communicate same and file same to the Corporate Affairs Commission within 30 days.
The identity of the beneficial owner must be a name of a natural person. Failure to comply attracts daily penalties imposed by law.
If it is a natural person, it attracts 5,000 daily from the date of breach. But if it is a unnatural person, it requires 10,000 from the day of the breach to the day of compliance, and it also attracts administrative penalties by the Corporate Affairs Commission.
The CAC reserves the right to refuse to receive any filings from any non-compliant company or even to list the company from its register. For more details, check the Person with Significant Control website at bor.cac.gov.ng or visit the Corporate Affairs Commission's official website at www.cac.gov.ng. CAC, committed to prompt and efficient service.
What a wonderful delivery there by the Registrar General. And now, do you know that by the provisions of Section 421, Subsection 1 of CAMA 2020, the annual return of a company limited by shares or guarantee or unlimited shall be completed, signed, and delivered to the Corporate Affairs Commission not later than 42 days after the annual general meeting for the year. So have you updated your records with the CAC? We say well done if you have, and you have yet to do that. Please hurry now to www.cac.gov.ng to file your return to avoid being struck off. The CAC remains committed to working hard to provide prompt and efficient service to customers in line with global best practices. And that does it for this week's edition of the program CAC Weekly. We hope you enjoyed watching. For comments and inquiries, please take advantage of our social media handles and helpline. On Instagram, the address is Corporate Affairs Commission, and on Facebook is equally Corporate Affairs Commission. On X, formerly Twitter, the address is at CAC Nigeria 1. The email service is at cac.gov.ng. Website address remains www.cac.gov.ng. And the call center number remains unchanged. It is 070-80-629-000. Do join us next week for another interesting edition of the program, same time, same station. For me, Rashid Mahi, and the whole team is bye for now.